Alright, here we are back with the skirt stir, with the tarp up. It's supposed to be raining the next few days, so we got the cable off and we got all the guts all out. Time to drain the primary basket. To do that, I gotta crack this bolt right here. There's one here for your primary chain adjustment. You loosen this off using an Allen key. You take this cover off and you'll see the belt in here, or chain, and you want about I think it's a quarter of an inch. You'd have to check your manual. I haven't done it in a while, but we will get to that very soon. But anyway, the one I want today is this guy right here. So as you can see, my primary's got a lot of junk coming out of it. Not too bad. A little metallic though. So I think that was just from lack of oil. I mean, look at this. There's not very much oil in there at all. I was really low. So this has really been leaking for a while. I just cut the milk container there to kind of guide the oil away from my jack. So anyway, here's the bolt that was in there. So I got the plug out. There's a bit of debris around here, but not too much. But now the little ring is a little mashed up, and I forgot to buy one. So that's where this comes in. And I'm just going to put a small bead around the very edge right here, and then I'm going to compress the seal when I screw it in. But I will give the gasket seal a couple minutes to dry and become tacky on here, so it should just help make it seal a little better. So here we have the bolt. I'm going to put just a little bit of high heat gasket on it, and now I'll put the O-ring over top when that gets a little tacky, and then I'll tighten her down. She should all compress real nice. And this is what it looks like when you put the O-ring on. Now I didn't squish it all the way because we're going to let the silicone get a little tacky before I screw it in. Alright, so there's the old cable and the new cable. It was over $100 for another braided cable, so I said to hell with it. I just got the straight black one. Now the black one's 2 inches longer, but you can see this cable was foobarred, and it was just pissing through the cable here. The cable was broke, so that's foobarred. But the new cable, like I said, is 2 inches longer. That's just going to give me a little bit more of a loop at my handlebar. No big deal. As long as this end screws in, that's all I'm worried about. Alright, see you in the next step. So the end of the cable here, we got a new O-ring for it. I always try to replace my O-rings. I forgot about the drain plug. The guy at the Harley shop should have mentioned it. I mean, supposed to be a trained Harley technician. He should have known. I bought all the other seals and everything I needed, so why he wouldn't mention one of the bolts is beyond me. Anyway, just wanted to add that in there. Always make sure to change all your O-rings, all your seals. Don't cheap out. I mean, what is that, 20 cents? So, those of you wondering, it's just a barrel that goes through the whole lever. That's all it is. It's just a little barrel. Now, this is going to fit up in here, and there's another pin that goes through here, So I'll try to back out. You get the idea? Alright. So there's the pin that holds it on. It comes underneath, and there is just a little circlip right here. I don't know how well you see that. So now I forgot to mention, you have to back the cable all the way off, so it's all the way over. And then I'm going to just tighten this up, I'll show you, until I only get about 1 millimeter of play in this guy right here. I want this to come about 1 millimeter out of there when I yank on it. We'll show you that when it's all plumbed up. So we got the clutch tightened up. As you can see, I just leave a little bit of space in the cable right here, about a mil play. Now I just got to tighten this bolt here down. And I'll lock that out in a minute and pull the rubber down over it. But before I do that, we got to come in here. Before we do that, we got to come in here and we've got to set this screw. Okay, so it seats there and then 1/4 turn. So right about there. And what that does is give my plate room to expand when it gets hot. So I'm just going to check that one more time. Ooh. So there, so we'll go 1/4 turn right about there. That ought to be good. Wait a sec here. Okay, so finger tight. 1/4 turn off. So we'll see right there. There we go. Just about 1/4 of a turn. I'm just going to go a little more because it felt a little snug. Alright, now gotta put in my bolt. Kind of tricky there with one hand, folks. So there you have it. We're all back together. Gotta put the derby cover before I do. I'll put the seal with some chapstick. Right now I gotta put my drain plug back in, fill her up with oil. Okay, I don't know how well you're gonna see in there, but you're gonna see the plate. It's rounded. You want the fluid just at that plate line. I don't know how well you can see in there now because it's getting late, but the oil is just at the bottom of that plate. That's how much you put in. Or if you drain your Sportster, it will take a complete one of these. So 1 liter of fluid, and that's what I'm putting in right here. Wish it was a Yama lube, but hey, I bought everything in one place today. So, okay, here's the derby cover seal, which goes in this groove here. And again, I just stole my daughter's chapstick like I always do. Any chapstick will work. Put it on the one side and it'll stick there no problem. I'll show you that in a minute, but I only got 2 hands, so I'm working by myself, so bear with me here. Look how good that sticks on there. How many people out there have had this keep falling off, falling off? I just dip my finger in here. I get some oil on my finger and I spread it on the outside. Now you'll be tempted to use the old oil, don't do it. Go all the way around. And that's it. Where you put the derby cover on. Now remember, when you're putting it on, there'll be a bit of resistance from this spring, but don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Alright, we'll see you when that part's over. So, I got the cable on. Derby cover's all on. Nothing's dripping yet. But I'm going to leave it here overnight. As you see, I got the cable all tightened up there. She comes up. Boom. So what I'm going to do is leave it overnight and see if I get any more drip out of my cable. Hopefully I won't. So I started it up, threw it in first gear. She didn't stall or anything. Let the clutch out. She engaged. So seems to be working there, not too bad so far. So we won't know until we test drive it though, right? So yeah, that's it. Hopefully I got it all properly, and thanks for watching.